two contestants are Major Hosea Dixon and his granddaughter, Miss Ann Maddox, and they're from Knoll, Missouri. And Sam, this past June, both grandfather and granddaughter graduated from the same high school together.
Well, isn't that a nice introduction? Major Hosea Dixon and Ann Maddox, and you both graduated from high school? That's unusual. And here's the perfect graduation present. Fits right in. The lifetime gift. This is for you, Ann, the beautiful Bull of American girl. Will you take that, Ann?
Beautiful.
And for Grandpa here, a lifetime gift, the new Bulliver 23, a perfect graduation present. What is this? Did you just graduated from high school? How old are you, Major?
I'm 62, Sam.
62?
62.
You just got out of high school?
Right.
Gee, some teacher must have had a grudge against him, huh? Oh, my goodness. That happens sometimes. I had a teacher who said I would come to no good. Remember a teacher who turned to me, she said, "You are going to end up penniless and friendless." And I did. I became a school teacher. Real prediction. But what's the real story behind your graduating?
Well, Sam, I started to school at the high school and went 1 year in 1910. And then in 1945, 1955, 45 years later, I completed my high school work.
Oh, brother, 45 years later. I heard of kids playing hooky, but this is ridiculous, isn't it? If you hadn't gone back to the scene of the crime, they never would have caught you, probably. You must have seen a lot of changes in the school scene in your time, didn't you?
You bet I have, Sam. And one of the things, the kids nowadays ride to school in automobiles.
They do.
But we didn't in those days. We walked.
Yeah, that's true. And how far did you have to walk to school?
About a block.
Real pioneer stock, and you made it every time.
That's right.
Yeah, let's be honest about this. I had to walk to school about 4 blocks, and I'll tell you something else. I was very often late. I'm ashamed to say it. It wasn't my fault. It was my mother's fault. You see, in our house, there were 8 kids, and Mama set the alarm for 7. I want to talk to Ann for a second. You're the granddaughter, Ann, and you graduated with Grandpa. I don't want you to tell any tales out of school, but how did Grandpa do in school?
Very well. He was a top student, and he was on the honor roll every semester, too.
Very bright for his age.
Tried.
Huh? Did any of the kids try to copy from him?
Well, that's telling tales out of school, but I think we would have done better if we had have.
You think you would have done better if
That's
they
right.
had it? No, I can't subscribe to that. You know, a school teacher can't say that you should copy, because sooner or later a kid gets caught. You know, it's like the perfect crime. Sooner or later he's going to make that slip. I've seen it. We had a kid who complained that the kid next to him got 90 on the exam, and he happened to have the same answers. He didn't copy. He just happens to know that he had this. Why is it the other kid got 90 and he got a 0? The teacher told him the other kid answered 9 questions. When it came to the 10th, he put down, "I don't know the answer." And this kid put down, "Me neither." Grandpa, now that you're out of high school, what's going to happen? You're going to get drafted into the Army, you think?
Well, hardly, Sam. Fact of the matter is, my grandson and I will enter college together next month at Pittsburgh State Teachers College at Pittsburgh, Kansas.
And you're going to be a teacher?
That's right. I hope to complete the course in 3 years, and then, well, perhaps I'll have about 5 years left to teach.
That's a noble ambition. Isn't that sweet? Huh? The only question I'm going to ask you is, if you're going to be a teacher, what are you going to do for a living? Well, let's not go. Let's not go into that some other time. I have another present for you. The best taste yet in a filter cigarette, a carton of Old Gold Filter Kings. And Ann, do you smoke?
That's right.
Well, if you smoke, then I know that you two will enjoy these Old Gold filters. Have you met Dr. Gross yet? I don't think you had a chance. Doctor's from Rutgers University. He is our wise man on the show, knows all the questions and all the answers, and a fellow teacher.
Thank you.
Doctor, I think we ought to get going on the game. Are you ready?
I'm all set, Sam. Here's the first question. It's worth $5 for every correct answer.
Good. It's $5 for every correct answer. Which one of you is going to lead off?
I will.
You will, Ann? Relax, dear.
I'm trying.
When the bell sounds, the one who starts, that's you, Ann, gives the first name of a current federal office holder, like Richard. The other must then give his last name, Nixon. Ready? Go.
Richard.
Nixon.
Dwight.
Eisenhower.
Stewart.
Symington.
Ezra.
Benson.
Charles.
Wilson.
Well, that's very good. Ken, what did it add up to?
You had 10 correct answers at $5 each. So in the next round, every correct answer will be worth $50.
You studied in school, I can tell you that. It's $50 for every correct answer. When the bell sounds, start naming nationally celebrated holidays. Just make sure that each one you name comes later in the year than the one named before. So it might be a good idea to start with New Year's. Ready?
New Year's.
Washington's birthday.
4th of July.
Labor Day.
Thanksgiving.
Christmas.
We can't go much farther than that, can we? We're back to New Year's again. Ken, how did we do?
We had 6 correct answers at $50 each. So in the final round, every correct answer will be worth $300.
Well, they're proud of you at home, I'm sure. $300 for every correct answer. When the bell sounds, name as many as you can of the 20 capital cities of the Latin American nations, like Lima, Peru.
These cities only.
20 capital cities of the Latin American nations. Ready? Go.
Lima.
Peru.
No, you name another one, not the country, but...
Buenos Aires.
That's right. We'll go on from there.
Ready? Proceed.
Lima.
No. All right, we'll start over again.
All right, we'll start
We'll
all
get this
over
clock
again.
going right. All right.
Ready? Lima.
Lima.
Buenos Aires.
Mexico City.
Good, you sneaked that one in. Ken, what's the addition on that one?
We had 3 correct answers at $300, giving you a grand total on the Bulova scoreboard of $900.